Very soon we are live. I think we're live right now. This is the podcast, episode 67.
67.
Episode 67.
I was going to say that was beautiful, but that would be a lie. That would be a lie. I can't lie.
It was the best thing ever.
It was the best thing that happened at the beginning of this show.
You're such a dick.
Well, it's not a bad thing.
You are such a dick.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Wacky Gamer Podcast. Sorry we're late today.
We're being you. I was not late.
Yes.
I'm just saying I'm always on time for the podcast.
It's because it's at your house.
So?
Here's what happened to me. I went to a different bus stop today.
Which one?
I went to one further down on 16th Street.
I want to know which one.
It's on like
Van Ness?
No, 16th Street and the one after Van Ness.
So the one further away from Mission than Van Ness.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to get this in my head. I know no one
because I live on Van Ness Street, right? So this one is technically closer to me. So I'm like, I'll shave a minute off. I'm so clever. And so I'm standing there reading my comic book, and the bus just passes by me, and I'm like, hey, and the bus driver waved.
Was nice of him.
The bus driver
It
waved.
was very nice of him.
Drove by me. I tried to catch up. It was too late. I missed the bus. And then the second bus told me it was going to be 6 minutes on the sign. Turns out it meant 20. I'm really pissed off about that.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I mean, so yesterday I was trying to get on the bus. It was like 2 minutes, which I wasn't quite ready for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just finished masturbating. I didn't clean up or anything.
Yeah, you got to
And then
polish.
58 minutes.
2 minutes or 58 minutes?
And I'm like, I got to clean up fast. And I was only going half a mile, so I could have just walked.
Yeah.
But
you could have walked.
My first thought was, no, I need to.
Did you catch the
up.
bus?
Yes, I got on the bus.
That's amazing. That
I was still cleaning up.
You're willing to get on the bus with semen on you, but you're not willing to walk
half a mile.
Maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. You're slow.
What, a half mile? How much? I
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Maybe.
I don't know.
If you're walking slow, you can walk.
It's an abstract.
Comfortably 3 miles an hour.
Miles to me are an abstract idea. It's more like the amount of time. If I've been walking for an hour, I'm like, I must have walked at least a mile.
Adrian thinks you look high.
Oh, do I look high?
That's what he said.
I'm not. I didn't wash my hair or comb it or clean.
Let's give a shout out to everyone. Adrian's here, Manga Pages here, Crash Fans here. Easy for me to see you envy is here, and Waffleman 1001.
Easy for me to see you, RV.
Envy.
Envy?
Yeah.
Envy? That is a fucking awesome name.
And the Crimson Knight, Mr. Miish.
Everybody's here.
Okay, so I want to get to an email. Actually, 2 emails. I want to encourage people to send us emails. That way we don't forget your topics, and that way you don't forget your topics.
Mm-hmm.
So podcast@wackygamer.com.
That's us.
The first was from a woman. I won't name her name because I'm kind of going to make fun of it. It was a really good email.
It was, you read, this is the one you read me.
Read you, yeah.
I thought that was beautiful. I don't know why you're not telling her name.
I thought it
was
mostly because I'm going to just harass women in general.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate her email, and if I didn't reply to it, we'll mention it in another post where I'm not being a douche. I'll just say she's from Louisiana. That way she knows who she is.
Louisiana.
Becca's here. Ziggy's here. Oregon's here. Shrike here.
I
just want to make sure everyone gets the thing.
Romper Room.
I know, isn't it?
I see Julie
and Peter and my... What? Stop touching me. Okay, so anyway, this Louisiana girl emailed us a thing saying she really enjoys the podcast, yada, yada, yada. And then she said, pardon the whole thing about me being a girl. Mm-hmm. Just thought it'd make your day a little better. And it did make my day a little better.
It did.
It made it
super
a lot better that she was a girl. And I just wanted to be honest with everyone. The reason I say we don't have any female listeners is to get the bitches to email me.
It's the truth. Jeff told me about that when we first started. He said, I want to start a podcast where we say that women don't listen to us, and maybe that way women will start talking to me. And I'm like, Jeff, I don't think it's going to happen. But here we go. Like 2.5 years later.
Yep.
There's an email.
Enzo the Ferrari and Viral Wreck are also here, so I'm going to keep calling them out as I see them because it's fun.
Nice. I think
it's
that's
fun
nice.
for
it's
people.
Fun.
Okay, so actual topics. Eli Blackwood emailed. He said we should play Rogue Warrior on the first 15, so I'll have to gamefly that.
Rogue Warrior.
Yeah.
Don't even know it.
Whatever, but that's why we should try it.
Yeah, do you know anything?
I don't even. When we play first 15, I like going into it blind.
You won't even look it up.
No, like
Yeah.
There's some games that we've gotten where I'm like, I don't even want to know the review score. I really don't.
Well, no, I don't think you're allowed for first 15. You can't look at the
problem
review
in
score.
GameFly is it's right on the main page.
Oh, that's true.
So you're like, don't look like you gotta cover up the right side of the monitor.
Kind of like when you see a hot pornographic picture and then you look down and you realize it's a dude. You just had to cover.
You just cover it
with your hand, and then whatever. Nobody's gay that way, right? Or well, maybe you're a little.
Well, you're not gay if it's a transgender person.
You're right.
Who hasn't completely committed yet.
You are right. I don't even have to cover it up anymore. I can finally enjoy
You don't have to deny it.
God.
Okay.
Good times.
So, Eli Blackwood says, hey, I'm a huge fan of your podcast. I have a few topics. One, I'd like to know how long you guys think a jiffy is.
A jiffy?
Yeah, I'll be done in a jiffy.
I'll be done in a jiffy?
Why did we both think of the same phrase?
I think that's because that's what you say. A jiffy. So I don't think you can put an actual time on a jiffy. I think it depends on what you're doing. Because you could be like, oh, I'll be done in the bathroom in a jiffy.
Or
that's 1 minute.
I'll be done that car repair in a jiffy.
There you go. This war will be done in a jiffy. Under a year.
Well, and God created the earth
in a jiffy. I mean, I think jiffy might be a little. It was only 7 days. I
know. It depends on your time span, right?
Yeah.
Like dinosaurs only lived on the planet for a jiffy.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to think 2 million years before the dinosaurs died. One of them's like, you know what? We're going to be gone in a jiffy.
Meanwhile, I loaned Adam my comic, and he trashed it in a jiffy.
Oh, geez, Louise. Here's the thing. Jeff's a little anal about his stuff. It was a heavy.
My books.
It's true. It's true. He's anal about his books. He let me borrow Avengers Assemble.
Yeah,
which is
worse because I actually paid full price for that one.
Well, okay.
So that one stings a little more than the Amazon half price.
But here, you're making it sound like I set fire to your book. What happened?
You might as well at this point.
This is a really heavy book. Okay, it's thick. It
half
has
an inch thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has at least 8 comic books in it. It's really heavy. And so when I put it in my bag, the weight of the book itself pushed, and one of the flaps at the bottom got a little dog-eared. I was in the door for maybe a millisecond before Jeff saw it. I didn't even show him the comic book.
No, I just
sat down.
You had put it on the armrest just because you had been reading it.
Yeah, it was like an episode of Psych. If you ever watch Psych, like all of a sudden, like the camera changes and you're just close up in on the book. You're like, oh, little dog-eared.
I didn't wreck that one because it's not mine.
This one didn't get dog-eared.
But yours, that's yours.
That is mine.
If you can promise to keep this other one in good shape, because I actually really like this one, I will loan it to you. The Wolverine one that we were talking about.
I promise to keep it in good shape.
You gotta oh.
Well, the Wolverine one I won't have to. See, that's the thing with the big one too.
The Wolverine's kind of big. So just leave it at home.
I'll just leave it at home. I'll leave it at home.
All right, so I'll loan you that. Okay, so that was Eli's topic. What's a jiffy? And we defined it as the amount of time Adam takes to ruin a comic book. So there's your answers.
A jiffy. I would say a jiffy is probably the amount of time it takes me to have sex. So I would say just
about the same amount of time to ruin a comic book.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes.
Because usually you read comics while having sex, and inevitably something gets on them.
Well, I get bored halfway through. I mean, 5 minutes. It seems like a jiffy to them. To me, that takes a while.
And see, Becca, she needs her shit in pristine condition too. So it's not just me. I'm not crazy.
Oh, I get it. I used to be like that, but then I found with some of my favorite comics, Fables, Scalped, Transmetropolitan, they don't use the laminated paper.
Yeah.
They use like traditional comic book paper.
Like newspaper
that tears right out of the book.
I know.
The whole thing comes out. I've had to redo all of my books, rebind them with hot glue.
You're fucking
And ever since then, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm going to read them 500 times. So
see, I don't read them 500 times, so they stay in good shape.
Why do you only read them once? How can you
do
that?
A lot of things I'll read 2 or 3 times, but not as much as you are.
I'm reading Dark Avengers for the 6th time.
Comic book.
Yeah, I've read it a million times. I'm out of comics right now. I'm going crazy.
You'll have my Wolverine if you keep it in good shape.
I would love to have your Wolverine because I'm out of comics.
Here's another great topic.
Oh, okay, cool.
And you guys remember, everybody except for that hang guy that said he covered me up and the podcast got better. You can email your topics, podcast@wackygamer.com. If you post them on Facebook, they will likely get lost. So just keep that in mind. Eli said, another topic is, what is your favorite pizza topping?
Favorite pizza topping?
Other than, I know your first answer going to be.
What?
Penis.
See, no. But I know the joke that you're going to make about my answer, which is sausage.
I like, which kind of sausage?
Mm-hmm.
Round or like square pieces?
I'll go any.
You'll go any sausage?
If there was ever a place that had more than one type of sausage on their pizza, I would only eat at that pizza place.
I would like to see people's answers in the chat room. Someone already answered. I'll get to it in a second.
Bacon?
Bacon is going to be mine.
That's a good answer.
But I'm going to have to say, as far as like, if I had to pick one topping, it'd be really good pepperoni, but I haven't found a single place in the city that has really good pepperoni. East Coast, for some reason, just has better pepperoni.
Well, they toast it. It gets burnt on the top. And that's how you want your fucking pepperoni to be crisp.
Here it's just
they put it on
meat.
when it's they don't pre-cook the pepperoni.
So Viral Rack, we need to know your girlfriend's suggestion too. But if I were to go like a combo pizza, like what I want, it would be bacon, sausage, and pepperoni.
That's nice.
Like a man meat pizza.
I'm into that. I would also put on some black olives.
Ugh.
You
lost me at black.
I know. I forgot that you're racist. Dark olives. Is that better? A lot of people hate black olives.
Dude, we're getting a shit ton of freaking toppings.
People like pizza.
Holy shit. Okay, so let's just read them quick. We got 2 chicks with bacon, Crash Van, and Viral Rack with pepperoni. Jaguars got bacon. Hamburger.
Ooh, Gouda cheese.
Where's Gouda cheese?
Right.
Adrian. Yeah.
Adrian. Yeah. Gouda cheese. He is dead on. Have you had that?
I hate Gouda cheese. Oh. Like, I won't even eat multi-cheese pizza.
It's like eating a pizza lasagna.
Well, you distracted me. Let's get through the list quick.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
The Crimson Knight said hamburger. Waffle Man said semen. He's right up your alley. Mr. Miash pineapple.
No.
Edgar Lopez ass. Have you had ass pizza?
Well, when I put semen on the pizza, that's how we get the semen on there.
Yeah. Usually you rub your girlfriend's ass on it.
No, it's in my butt.
Shrikal said man yogurt. That's
man yogurt.
Semen.
Same thing.
Axel,
pineapple and ham. I am not a fan.
Pepperoni. Manga Pages needs to calm down.
Adam's beard. Oh,
pineapple and ham. That's good. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's good shit.
No fruit on pizza. The only fruit that should be on pizza is tomato. I'm sorry.
And I will agree with Ziggy Ness Max. Cheese pizza. If you get a really good cheese pizza, like if I were in New York or Philly where there's actual good pizza.
Well, now we got to debate. Because here's what's the most important thing on a cheese pizza.
Becca said olives.
Is the sauce.
Yes.
If you have a good amount of sauce and just enough cheese to keep that sauce in place.
Oh, yeah.
And the cheese breaks apart when I'm eating.
The sauce out here sucks. As a whole.
As a whole. There are good places, but as a whole, they don't know how to make a fucking pizza.
Is Victor's.
Victor's?
It's on Polk.
Victor's is good. Where on Polk?
It's
nobody cares.
California-ish.
California and Polk?
Well, I think it's actually a little further north.
I might have been
to
to
right around there.
I like Serrano's.
It's a tiny place on the right-hand side of the street. If you're
you got to get a shithole. You got to get a tiny shithole. But my problem is, well, no, that okay, that sounded gay. That sounded gay. Fine, I don't even care.
Gotta have a tiny, nice, tight shithole.
No, if you're gonna get pizza from a mom and pop, it has to be a tiny shithole. You don't want a big place because a big place, you know what? They don't care.
God damn, I'm not going to read
make
all
like
of
3
these.
pizzas a day.
People are still posting topping suggestions.
But here's the thing with California that I've noticed, and correct me if I'm wrong, they are stingy with their sauce.
Oh, yeah.
They are fucking stingy with their sauce. Without the sauce, it's just cheese bread.
It's just cheese bread. And
I don't eat cheese bread.
I can get mozzarella and a baguette. And,
I could do it myself.
Yeah.
Give me... Have you ever tried ordering?
I got you mad.
A little bit, because I've ordered several times where I want a lot of sauce and light cheese. And then it comes in and they put extra cheese on top. I can clearly see they lightly sprinkled extra cheese on top of the fucking thing with the exact same amount. It just drives me nuts. God, now I'm mad.
How about deep dish?
Deep dish is pretty good, but it can go really wrong.
We're going to Little Star for our
Little
anniversary.
Star is good.
Yeah, dude.
If you're ever in San Francisco, go to Little
That's
Star.
our holiday thing.
That's decadent.
Yeah, well, that's our anniversary, our Christmas sometimes. Not Christmas, but
So I'm throwing out a guess. You guys don't do it on your anniversary. If you eat.
Oh, we totally do.
Really? After you eat, you have to do it before.
Well, we take half the pizza and just rub the toppings on each other, and then have sex, and then eat the pizza.
I like your method.
Yeah. So you get the smell, and you start getting really hungry.
You get really hungry,
which causes her not to be upset when we finish early.
Yeah, you finish in a jiffy, so you can have the pizza
in a jiffy.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Hell yeah.
Someone's asked, what's our favorite pizza place? But that's kind of hard because you don't want to pick national chains.
No. What's your favorite national chain? Not your favorite pizza
Papa
place.
John's.
Papa John's?
Yeah.
Papa John's. Do they deliver?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. You know what I'm going to say? And you're going to hate me? It's not even pizza.
What?
Pizza Hut. I know it's not pizza.
No, Pepperoni Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut.
Meat Lovers Deep Dish Pizza.
I'm sorry.
It's poison. Never eat it. It's goo. But man, is it good. It's like combos.
Why don't we just do a food podcast?
We should. Have you ever eaten combos?
Yes.
You should never eat
the
those.
Cheese.
You don't like the cheese?
But still I'll eat combos because I'm retarded.
I love the cheese. I husk them like I'm a fucking squirrel. I take the pretzel off and I eat the cheese part. There's no cheese in that.
It's cheese
you should
product.
not eat that. It's cheese
product.
It's poison. It should say poison. Combos, new poison flavored.
I'm going to have to agree with Jaguar, though. East Coast has the best pizza. And he said Philly has great pizza. I would agree.
Philly does.
Philly does have good pizza, but New York pizza is also really good. So
New York pizza is really, hey, you know, different places. Chicago has great pizza.
We went to Bangalore, India, right? For my friend's wedding. And we went to Pizza Hut there.
Yeah.
Because I was curious what kind of, because
I'd have to go.
Every chain customizes to the country they're in. So they had curry pizzas, but my stomach was really upset, so I didn't have any. Laurel had one, but their cheese pizza is better than half the pizza that you get over here. Like the cheese pizza at the Pizza Hut in Bangalore, India.
I believe it.
Better than the pizza here.
I like curry pizza. You don't like curry pizza? I like it. I
didn't even try it when I was there, man.
That is sad. You can. There's a place here that you can get it. It's down. God, we keep talking about the city. It's down on like 30th and Mission. Not that anybody gives a shit. They don't know, but it's down on 30th and Mission.
San Francisco is one of the most touristed cities in the world,
That's
so
true.
It's possible.
It is that they maybe would come.
And if you're going to be at 30th and Mission, you might as well go to Mitchell's Ice Cream.
Yeah,
because it's at like what 27th or
it's
something
around
like
there.
that.
It's around there. Yeah, and you're probably getting mugged while you're there. I mean, let's be honest. It's 30th and Mission, but there's a Big Lots.
So Enzo the Ferrari just toasted because I assume he's in Europe. He goes, for fuck's sake, it's 12:30 a.m. here. Stop talking about fucking food. It's like, just be like Adam. Eat whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
If it's 1 a.m. and you want to stick something in your mouth like a giant dick, Adam would do that. Not a problem.
It's true. I would do that. I would. Hey, wait. Did you say dick?
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Best ice cream flavor. That's a good one.
Mint chocolate chip.
I would say mint chocolate chip, except Friendly's has a seasonal ice cream, or used to, around Christmas time that had peppermint candy cane in it.
Oh, candy cane?
Yeah, it was like candy cane ice cream. Oh,
was there
fucking
a little
God.
chocolate in there?
No, it was just candy cane like vanilla ice. It's the best ice cream.
Because I like the refreshing. It's refreshing when you have mint flavored ice cream. I like mint cold. Why aren't there any mint drinks?
There are mint drinks, mojitos.
Oh, there are mojitos. I meant like a soda. I meant like now I want a mojito in a pizza.
Pistachio gelato is good.
That's good.
I'll go with fresh on that.
Cookies and cream, you can't go wrong.
What's your favorite Ben & Jerry's? There you go.
My favorite Ben & Jerry's?
Yeah.
I have a hard time with Ben & Jerry's.
Really?
Yeah, it's busy.
I've not been to Bojangles, but it's busy.
It's busy. It's heavy. And I defy anybody to stop eating one of those fucking containers.
You can't.
Like you're gonna finish it. You're gonna finish it.
But that's why
too much
you go
ice
to
cream
the
for a
store
human.
down from my house.
Yeah,
and you just get a single serving and you're done.
Yeah.
Mine's Cherry Garcia. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Really, Cherry Garcia?
Cherry Garcia.
I bet that's good. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the cherries.
I know, because
it's always got to be. Well, I guess I opened.
You walked into that one.
And then I said
fish food's pretty good too.
Fish food's good. The cheesecake is good. They're all good. My problem being, it's just, I just want something light and refreshing that I can stop eating.
So what about, have you had, I don't know if you've had this because it's kind of Philly thing, Italian water ice.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Light, refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, we call it slushies.
No, it's different consistency, dude.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, there's ices, there's slushies,
but the water ice is like really fine and delicious.
It is good. I like that.
Talking about refreshing, cold in your mouth.
Fiddle Faddle. Somebody just put Fiddle Faddle down. Yes, Fiddle Faddle is amazing. If you haven't tried Fiddle Faddle, you should have it. It's basically. Do you know what Fiddle Faddle is?
No.
Okay, imagine Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
But somebody was like, "Hey, we should try and make this shit edible." Boom, Fiddle Faddle.
Huh.
It's like Cracker Jacks, but good.
Have you had Scrapple?
Scrabble?
Scrapple.
What's Scrapple?
Go look it up. It's disgusting.
What is it?
It's basically all the parts of meats that no one really wants with a little potato. It's very much a Pennsylvania thing.
I'd have it.
It's disgusting. Anyway, I want to get to one other topic someone recommended. Have you seen Skullgirls?
Skullgirls?
It's a fighter. Street Fighter style fighter.
No.
More, if you want, think of it like Darkstalkers.
Okay, yeah.
But all the characters are basically chicks.
I enjoy women.
And skanky. And it just looks over the top. Now, someone was asking my opinion of the game. I think it looks visibly cool, the same way Darkstalkers look cool. Mm-hmm. But I don't know that I would ever play it because I hate that Street Fighter, 7 billion combo thing.
You know, okay. It's not, you don't mean the special moves. You mean the fact that you could start hitting somebody and never finish until they die.
Yes.
Yes, that's bullshit. They have to get rid of that with games. That's stupid.
It's the most annoying thing. I don't mind combos, right?
Well,
and even combos that take half my life.
8-hit combo. That's good.
Yeah.
That should be the end.
Not that I made one mistake and now my health goes from 100 to 0.
Yep, I squatted when I should have blocked standing up, and now this little Japanese kid on the other side of the console is going to keep beating me up, and I'm going to waste my money.
Here's the big question.
I was in Japan, actually.
I was going to say, why do you keep inviting little Japanese boys into your house?
No, I was in Japan
especially after the No Boom Boom, not the No Boom Boom, the pantless Japanese kid incident.
All right, well, we're not going to tell that story. The point is, when I was in Japan, I'd go to arcades and I'd play Tekken, and you don't do it. You can't see the guy that you're playing against. He's on the other side of the console.
Of the machine, yeah.
Yeah, you can't even see him
unless you go like this, right?
Well, you have to stand up because you sit. You have to stand up and
why
look
are you
over.
Sitting when you play Tekken?
Because it's set up so you sit
down.
Yeah,
but why the hell would you ever
smoking a cigarette
sit?
and drinking a beer and playing Tekken.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, I would get so pissed off because those kids would do those combos. They'd beat the shit out of me, and I'm pretty good at Tekken, all right? And then
that's what you say, but every
time
we play fighting games, I whoop your ass.
Oh, that is not true.
There's video. It's on
just
YouTube.
Shut up. The fucking Capcom where all I got to do is hit the controller. You even admitted that you weren't even intentionally doing anything.
I know, but that's how bad you are.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I couldn't even pull off a combo, and I still managed to whoop you.
You know, that doesn't have anything to do with skill. That's just, it's a chance, you know? It's like, it's the same thing. It's like, you're really good at getting shit on by birds. It's like, no.
Yeah, you are.
It just happened.
As a matter of fact.
It just happened.
We call that Tuesday and Thursday in Adam World.
I did get shit on by birds a couple times.
Okay. So, the little Japanese kid on the other side whooping your ass at Tekken.
I almost punched it.
And you're still scarred from it.
I almost punched a kid. The only time I ever won, only time I ever beat one of those little shits was during an earthquake because he got up and left and I kept playing.
How big was the earthquake?
It was the bad one. That was
like 6 or 7?
It was around a 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jesus.
It was where I was at. It was around 4 or 5.
So sad.
Yeah, I know. Pussy didn't even have the wherewithal to stick it out. I mean, you pay $1. Those machines are $1.
So sad.
To play, not to buy.
Sad. So sad.
Yeah. I when he came back.
Do you want to tell the pantless story, by the way?
When he came back, I was talking shit to him too.
You should tell the pantless Japanese kid story.
I should tell the pantless Japanese kid story.
A lot of people haven't heard it. It is something he does on the stage sometimes.
It is a story that I tell on stage. It's a real story. It's all right. Why not? We'll do it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Now, here, I'll tell an embarrassing story first.
Okay, you tell one first.
There was this one time that I didn't do anything embarrassing, and the end.
Man, you must have been so embarrassed.
I was, dude.
That's crazy.
I was like, how can I not do anything embarrassing?
And everybody's like, oh my God, look at him.
And I was like, God, stop looking at me.
All right, well, that makes me feel better about mine.
All right, go.
Okay, so when I was in Japan, I was usually teaching adults, right? But we started
teaching them English.
Teaching them English, of course. Not
because Adam has nothing else to offer the world.
Not really.
He can't spell, but he can tell people how to talk.
Mm-hmm. I'm good with grammar. And we started teaching kids classes. And the kids that we have are 2 to 5 years old. These are this group of kids. And so I'm doing a class with 1, 2 year, or maybe I guess he's probably about 3 or 4. And the game's really easy. Okay, we had to play a game. So I'll show him a card, and the card will have a picture of an apple, and then he has to say apple.
Apple.
Good job. And so what I do as a reward, I would grab his hands. And then I'd swing them in circles, how like you do with kids, right?
Now, can I interject?
Yeah.
I've heard this story probably a dozen times, and it's no less funny.
All right. So
we'll probably do this every week now.
So after about 3 times, apple, apple, banana, banana. After about 3 times, he's having a fucking blast. He's loving it. And so we get to like strawberry, right? And I'm like, strawberry. And he says,
strawberry.
That's like the pretty deep voiced kid, but yes. And then instead of giving me his hands, he lays down on the floor and lifts his legs up. All right? And so I'm savvy. I used to be an older brother, so I know what he wants to do, even though there's a language barrier. So I grab his legs, right? Right by the ankles, and I start swinging them in circles around the room by the ankles, all right? And this is where, usually when I'm telling the story to an audience, they get uncomfortable because they think I'm going to kill the kid.
You're going to drop the kid. And let me assure you,
I don't.
In no story has Adam ever told me has he dropped a child.
I've never dropped a child. All right, because I was looking him in the eyes the whole time to make sure his head didn't hit the wall. Because as an older brother, I have hit children's heads into walls, and so I know it caused a lot of damage.
Yeah.
All right?
Like at least 20 points. And
if you
crit, they're dead.
You don't want to crit.
You don't want to like 78 hit combo on that.
So I'm looking him in the eyes, all right, and he's squirming like crazy. He's squirming, and I'm worried that he's going to fall. He's going to... and I'm like, what the hell are you doing, kid? Why are you squirming? And I look down, and I realize when I grabbed his legs, I grabbed his pant leg. And a lot of people would say that Adam pulled down a 4-year-old Japanese kid's pants, but they're wrong. Centrifugal force pulled down a 4-year-old Japanese kid.
Can I do my Japanese kid's impression?
Yes, you can.
Woo!
That was basically the face he was making. And so so then I dropped him.
Yeah.
All right, I slowed down, but I dropped him a little bit. But he was fine. All right.
He got back up.
He got back up.
He rebounded.
Yeah. And then he had to put on his pants, right? And that was difficult trying to explain.
At least he knew to put his pants back on.
No.
Oh, he didn't?
He's 4.
So he thought
if a 4-year-old's pants come off, man, they are not Yes. And so I can't look at him. There are cameras in the room. All right. So my back's to him, and I'm like, please put on your pants, please. And he's like, oh, wiener. All right. So finally his pants get on. We got like 10 minutes left. And we still have to play a game. So I'm like, okay, we'll play soccer. And so I'm like, okay, apple. And I'm like, good job.
Why do you keep teaching him apple?
That was what that week was. It was just fruit.
See,
the first stage
so far you've only taught him 3 fruit and already had him pantless.
There was only like 8 fruits. There's fruits.
So many fruits.
But there's only
like
8
grapefruit.
Yes.
Grapes.
We did grapes.
Pineapples.
No pineapple.
What about tomatoes?
The point is, there's those 8, and then the next lesson they learn, I like apples, I like bananas, I don't.
Isn't that more useful to know right away?
Well, because first you have to give them anyway.
I would like to tell you when you teach me a word that I like it or not right away.
Okay.
Like I don't like.
So we're playing soccer.
You're so rude.
We're playing soccer. He says apple. Good. I put the soccer ball down and he kicks to the goal, right? And I block it because I'm fucking sweet at soccer, right? and so then it's my turn and I look at the card. It's banana. I put the soccer ball down and I kick it to the goal that he's blocking and I hit him in the face. And his nose starts to bleed. And that's when the bell rings. And so I have to take this kid who's been crying, whose nose is bleeding, with disheveled pants, back to his dad in the lobby. And I didn't speak Japanese, but I knew what this kid was saying. It's like, that man He pulled down my pants
and kicked the ball in my face.
He hit me in my face with his balls until my nose bled, right? And the father looks at the kid, looks at me, and then just slaps the kid right across the face for lying. And I felt like I won the lottery because I thought I was getting deported. It was the only time I've ever cheered for child abuse.
So thank God.
Thank God.
His dad's an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah. You got saved by an asshole.
I got saved by an asshole.
It's not the first time you've owed your life to an asshole.
Mm-hmm. But that's the story about me in Japan.
Yeah, I figure people might want to hear it.
Yeah, I got a lot of awful life stories.
Somebody said ha ha ha.
Well, good.
And someone else said LMAO 1. So you got a level 1 LMAO.
Left my ass off level 1? Not bad.
No.
Not bad.
No.
So
that's no crit, though.
Oh, well.
It's no crit rocket. I've been playing too much Team Fortress 2.
I got something weird that happened to me.
Oh, Jesus. Are you just going to monopolize this thing?
Mm-hmm. Well, just...
No, go ahead.
I'm on BART. There's a woman, a homeless woman, sitting across from me.
Mm-hmm.
There's something unusual about her. I look, and I realize she's smoking a crack pipe on BART. And I was the only one that was like, I don't think you're allowed to smoke crack on BART.
Now, why would you tell her that?
Because I don't want to breathe in the crack smoke.
You just move.
Well, you know what she said to me?
What?
What, you want some? And then I was like, fuck you, and I moved.
Or you could have just done that from the beginning.
What? See, you're the problem with America, buddy. You just lay down, just take it. We gotta say
if someone
things.
wants to smoke crack on BART,
no,
and the whole rest
it's
of the train
space
doesn't mind,
no,
then have at it.
No, you're one of those people. If you're on an elevator and you're trying to get off the elevator, and other people are trying to get on, you don't even say anything. You probably just ride the elevator all the way back up because you couldn't get off. Not me. Elbows out.
No, I
swear.
I churn through people. And
well, there you
crowds.
go. You see, now we're both assholes.
Shit to them. I just
Why don't
take
you
action?
You say shit. You're like, hey, morons. You let people off of things before you come in.
No, you plow through them, and then when they say shit back to you, you say, I'm sorry, I did not realize you were the most important person in the world, and then you smack them upside the face and teabag their mom.
No, I believe in educating the ignorant, and that's why I tell them it is an established rule for everything. The people coming out get out before the people come in. That's always the way. If you're ever at a store,
but what does that have to do with the crack pipe?
You have to tell people when they're fucking up.
They're not fucking up. They're just having a good time on BART.
If you are smoking crack cocaine on BART, your
name's Whitney Houston, and you'd be dead.
Oh, too soon.
Not too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. That train wreck's been going real slow.
It was a slow motion train wreck, but man, come on.
Nope. I'm not going to take that back. You know why? I don't give a shit about Bobby Brown's feelings.
Well, here's my thing.
I don't want to see your thing.
No, I mean, here's my point. Here's something that I was thinking today about that.
About who?
About Whitney Houston dying. Is I think if you are a musician and talented, you cannot marry a less talented musician because that means you die first.
Do you have other incidents?
Kurt Cobain.
He didn't marry. Courtney Love was way more talented.
All right. John Lennon, Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono wasn't a musician.
Yes, she was.
She was a moaner.
No, that was her music. That's her song. It's called Rose Petals.
Jesus.
You remember? Yeah, there you go. See, you remember everybody remembers
that's
the
Courtney
chorus.
Love's song.
Oh, that was Doll Parts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Make me ill.
Wait a minute, that was Wham. Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Make me over.
Yeah, okay, I got it now. Yeah, but I think that's the rule.
Okay.
If you are a musician, you cannot marry somebody less.
So then why are you dating Casey?
See, I'm not a musician.
Yeah, but it goes with comedians too.
So
I can name so many comedians.
What, that comedian who died?
John Candy.
Who was his wife?
Some bitch comedian no one's ever heard of. See what I'm saying?
No, you don't even know that she did comedy.
I don't.
I think if you have siblings who do comedy, if you're a comedian and have a sibling who does comedy, you better hope that you are the less talented sibling because the more talented one dies first.
Huh.
And pretty much everything. That's why if my brother ever becomes a plumber, I will never become a plumber. Because I have the feeling
Well, you would
really
never
strive
become
to be
a
the
plumber
best
for two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One,
Mm-hmm.
you're lazy.
Well, yeah.
Two, you really hate poop.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not even just the smell of it.
Yeah,
is not good to me.
Right there.
A lot of people love it. I don't.
It's an automatic. It's never going to happen.
Probably not.
What you probably should have used was like a pot trimmer.
Yeah.
Like a job you might actually do.
Pot trimming is a good job.
So if your brother became like the best pot trimmer,
I would quit.
You would quit.
I would quit because I don't want him to die. Because I'm a loving brother.
Yeah.
And plus, he's the best pot trimmer in the world, so he's probably like making mint.
Plus,
he's take care of me
on the side. You know what I mean? Sure.
Well, yeah, that's an established. But
if you're so good that your yield's so high, then no one's gonna notice the.
I think it's one of those jobs where it's just it's expected in a lot of places. Not the place I worked.
No,
not the place I worked, but in a lot of the people that I've talked to that have done it, like out in the fields and stuff. Yeah, it's just go ahead and take some. There's a ton. It's different when it's at an actual business
store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's change subjects.
Yeah, I don't know why we got on.
I got this email.
Oh, we got another email.
From Amazon saying, "Thank you for your order of $5.98.
You know, just because
your product is shipped.
Just because you get an email doesn't mean you have to read it. I mean, the Amazon email it's not really about anything.
Oh, the podcast?
Yeah, maybe
I didn't say it was about the podcast.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Blue Shield of California, one new claim available.
Ooh,
we have one new finalized claim.
Oh my God!
Click on the following link or paste it into your browser to view it.
We're gonna get insurance for Wacky Gamer. That's amazing.
Yep.
Nice.
And then I got this other one.
Going to the dentist.
From Valve about the hack that happened on Steam a while back. So I know you guys really want to know that, but yeah, I'm winning. I'm totally fucking winning.
Somebody.
Oh, Bacon opened up next door to me.
What?
The Bacon, the food truck. It's a food truck that sells only bacon-related foods.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, dude. And they have breakfast over there. They've been getting breakfast sandwiches. Hells yeah. Look it up. baconbaconsf.com.
Have you ever played the Simpsons arcade game?
The old one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Scry. I don't even know how to say that.
Apparently it's coming out on PSN.
It did come out on PSN.
Yeah. That was a good game.
It was. I remember skateboarding. That's what I remember from it.
Bart Simpson, he uses a skateboard. Homer has a bowling ball. Marge has a vacuum, which is just sexist. And Lisa had a
It's not a vacuum.
She had a vacuum cleaner.
No, it's a freaking abortion device.
Well, no. It's
they
a vacuum
just couldn't
cleaner
say that
can be used
to get past the freaking censors, because ESRB's a bunch of buttholes. You can't depict abortion in a video game for some stupid reason.
Yeah,
probably because of protests from the Catholic Church and Mitt Romney. But
such
whatever.
Douchebags.
I don't know. I'm totally off topic right now. I feel high.
You're kind of off topic.
High. I'm just gonna lean right here.
Do you have a favorite theme song for a video game?
Yes.
Somebody wanted to know that. Enzo the Farrier wanted to know.
I said yes.
Okay, so what is it?
Oh, you want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Theme song or just music? It's level 2 of Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Level 2 of Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
Yep.
Well, that's an all right one. I can't place it.
There you go.
Here, sing it for us.
No.
Well,
I think it's orchestral. It's really hard to sing.
Mega Man.
You are so fucking sexy.
Oh, thank you.
I think we're going to need to end this soon because I'm running out of steam.
We'll end soon. Let's
talk about Nerd Wars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Have you been keeping track?
I have not been keeping track.
And I want to make an announcement to people. You do not need to vote for the most powerful character, because if you do that, the final two is going to be very boring.
Dr. Manhattan will be one of them.
Well, unfortunately, Dr. Manhattan and Goku are going to have to battle each other out for that top spot in this side of it. Mm-hmm. We haven't picked the other 8 yet, or 16, or 8, whatever.
Yeah.
So pick ones that you think would be fun to see argued. Don't necessarily... I mean, if that happens to be Dr. Manhattan and Goku, fine, but don't necessarily go by who's the most powerful.
Yeah, what you're really going by is the argument.
Yeah.
What argument was the coolest? What argument was the funniest?
And in that matter, we had Doctor Who versus Megabyte.
Mm-hmm.
Predictably, Doctor Who is running away with that.
That's pretty, yeah.
Right?
I mean.
And it's like 3-1 or something like that.
Well, most people haven't even heard of Megabyte, so.
Well, that doesn't help. Dr. Evil versus Dr. Manhattan is really close.
Yeah.
It's like 10%
So go
for
on
Dr.
there
Manhattan. So you can still sway Dr. Evil into the next round.
I'd like to get rid of Dr. Manhattan.
I'd like to get rid of Goku. So
yeah.
I'm not going to say what the arguments for Gizmo and Goku were, but I had some pretty freaking compelling arguments for Gizmo.
Mm-hmm. And I had all the arguments that you'd expect
for Goku.
That's the problem with the powerful ones.
I already drank all my vitamin water today.
Vitamin water.
Vitamin water.
Is it in you?
Vitamin water. It's inside of Adam every day.
That's right. I use a catheter.
Or stick it up your butt.
That's disgusting.
So what were you saying, Nerd Wars? Anything else? So those two are done. We'll have Gizmo, Goku, and I forget what the Carmen Sandiego and who was it?
Oh, Carmen Sandiego
and the Kool-Aid Man.
The Kool-Aid Man, which was my favorite. That was by far my favorite.
It was my favorite, and it's coincidentally the last one in this round. So
what a coincidence.
Make sure to... we're not going to read your suggestions on here. Put them on the Facebook post, facebook.wackygamer.com. We will put them all in the hat. And remember, some people are saying those fucking matchups are stupid. Let me just say, they're pulled out of a hat.
Yeah.
So luck is stupid, and
luck
I agree.
Is stupid. Yeah, we pulled them out of a hat. It's absolutely random.
That said, we would have never done Carmen Sandiego versus the Kool-Aid Man. I don't even think it would have crossed our minds.
It would have never crossed our minds. I think we should start doing this for Nerd Wars from now on.
We might just keep the rest of the names in the hat and keep pulling. And maybe we'll do an annual thing every year with March Madness because it has been fun and people are getting their votes in and people also get their names on the front page. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and it's also the first person to suggest them is the one whose name is on the piece of paper. So if people do the same thing, it'll be whoever did it first. We've got Chewbacca, I know, that's going in the hat. I know Jigglypuff's going in the hat. Mm-hmm. There's still a bunch in the hat that we're going to leave in there, like Harley Quinn was in there. Who else was in there? Batman was in there. If Batman, I'm going to rule it right now. If Batman and Harley Quinn come up in the same, I'm just tossing one of them back in the hat.
Yeah. So, well, I don't think if they're people who have fought before, you can't do it.
They can't go up against each other. Just go back in the hat. Mm-hmm. So we're not taking Nerd Wars combo suggestions.
Yeah, just one person.
Just one person. I don't know how many times I've told people that.
Don't worry.
But
here's somebody had a good question. They were asking what movie is the best post-apocalyptic movie ever.
Idiocracy.
Ooh, that is a really good one. That is a chilling look into America's future. I really like Idiocracy. That's a good one. My vote, Roller Babies.
That was a good one too. I'll give you that one.
Roller Babies or Steel Dawn with Patrick Swayze. You ever see Steel Dawn?
I don't remember seeing it.
His martial arts style in the post-apocalyptic desert is to stand on his head.
Roller Babies, is that the one with the white orb thing? Or?
The white orb, they all have roller blades, and they're trying to get water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
awful. I love it.
Waterworld, too.
Waterworld.
See, people hated on that movie. I've watched it multiple times and haven't wanted to kill myself.
It's not the worst movie. There's just a lot of...
Nothing.
There's a lot of holes where it's like, okay, if it's so far in the future where people don't remember land, how is there still gasoline? Why are there cigarettes? Why are they doing these pop culture references? Like, it's been so long, people forgot about land. That's not one generation. That has to be at least 70 years. You have to kill off everybody
multiple times.
Yes,
and then there's still I guess there were myths about land. I was going to say there'd still be myths.
There were myths, but people were like,
my granny used to tell me about how you used to drive boat hills up the street in the snow and the hail. And
meanwhile, Harvey Keitel or whoever the fuck it was smoking Marlboros.
It wasn't Harvey Keitel. It was that old guy.
Whatever the
Martin
old guy.
Sheen, wasn't it?
Martin Sheen? Maybe. Who knows?
I'm going to look it up. You keep talking.
Well, somebody just brought up the fact that they're making the World War Z movie. Fucking A. I cannot wait for that. But
Dennis Hopper, that's who it
Dennis
was.
Hopper
Sorry.
was in Waterworld. But here's something that's gotten bad was...
someone's saying Road Warrior was a good one.
Road Warrior was awesome. Mad Max. Any of the Mad Max movies were awesome. My problem...
Escape from L.A.
Escape from L.A., bad but awesome. My Hell Comes to Frogtown, amazing. My problem with zombies right now, Walking Dead Season 2.
Why is that a problem?
It's a shit fest. It pisses me off. They've ruined it.
I never got into it.
The first
laziness.
The first season's really good. The first season's worth watching. They changed all the writers, and they've clearly changed all the writers and just shit all over everything. I'm really pissed off. If anybody disagrees with me, go ahead.
You know what show has
just
come on again? And they didn't change any of the writers, and it's still just as amazing as it was before?
No.
Parking Wars.
Oh, Jesus.
It's awesome. It's these people that give tickets. And the writing is just as good as it ever was.
You're disgusting. You watch those horrible shows.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody knows there's only one war, and it's called Storage Wars.
And Shipping Wars.
Shipping Wars sucks. Storage Wars is good.
Why? You don't like...
I gotta know what's in those storage spaces.
Well, I like Storage Wars. I fucking love Storage Wars.
Storage Wars is good. It's good. I can't stop watching that stupid show. And all they do is marathons.
I keep wanting to see shots of Brandy. That's all I ever want to see.
Brandy? Oh, yeah, Brandy's all right.
Yeah. So, there you go. We didn't put our names in the hat, too. Someone suggested Jeff versus Adam. I think that might have been viral, but...
Well, it's too easy for us to win.
It's too easy, although I think it would be funny for us to both put our names in there and then the wrong person get it and have to argue like Jeff versus Goku.
Yeah. Me arguing why you'd win. Trying desperately to
can't
sabotage
half-ass it. You can't. You
have to do it.
You got to put in the effort. We've had some pretty bad nerd wars we didn't believe in. But we did it for America.
We did it for America.
And for Belgium and Finland, Norway.
We did it for the
everywhere
world.
Where we have fans, we did it for them. And everywhere where we might have fans, but everywhere where we're never going to get fans, fuck that country.
A couple people are wondering what Storage Wars is. It's basically when storage spaces, when people stop paying the rent.
You were actually almost quoting the intro.
When people stop paying the rent for their
storage
space.
Lockers, these storage units on the side of the highway. You might not have them in Europe, but the storage units.
Yeah, they sell them to the highest bidder.
They auction them.
You get to keep everything that's inside.
And then it's these people digging through
people's storage units, and it's rigged. Do you believe it's rigged? I believe it's rigged.
I don't believe it's rigged, and this is why.
They put shit in those lockers.
No. Yeah. This is why I don't believe it's rigged.
Why?
Because the writers on that show are just too good.
No, the fact that there's writers proves it's rigged. Here, somebody's screaming at us now. What's your favorite superhero movie, man?
No. I got to address something else first. Gio Behan said, Jeff, you have a wife, step off Brandy. I'm never going to get with Brandy.
Yeah, it's just the fantasy.
It's the fantasy
of somebody that perfect
of seeing her possibly squirt on a storage locker. No? Too soon?
I don't think it'll ever be the right time.
We have fans in Dubai.
Cool.
Again, country's cool. Belgium, country's cool. Ireland, country's cool. You know what's not cool? Fucking Antarctica. Not a single viewer on YouTube ever from Antarctica.
Fucking dicks.
So
and we
technically not a country, but fuck that whole.
We did a whole Antarctica episode.
We did a year of Antarctica videos before finally doing this shit.
Some bullshit.
And we were passionate about that.
They're cold.
No one watched
it. People.
No one watched it. And you know what? There's no storage wars in Antarctica, so fuck them.
They don't really have a shortage of storage space. They don't have to rent it out.
Well, and what are they going to store? Half that shit goes away. We got Qatar. We got Norway. We got Denmark. God, we have a lot of international fans. Maybe we should stop talking shit about the Danish.
We should probably stop talking shit about the Danish.
Then again, when was the last time Denmark tried to invade the U.S.? We're probably pretty safe.
I don't know. I like Danishes.
You know what I like about Denmark? And I was telling somebody about this the other day. So you go to Copenhagen.
Okay, yeah.
I've been to Copenhagen.
The chewing tobacco?
No.
Okay.
The city.
All right.
And there's like shit tons. You know those bin candy stores you see at the tourist areas?
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere in the city.
Oh, that's bad news.
And it's just like people go and they eat dinner and they go get candy afterwards.
That is bad news.
They're open late at night.
Mm-mm.
It's bad news for you.
I've been getting a lot of candy.
You'd be fat as shit.
I would be Crazy beast.
Like 700 pounds.
I wouldn't even be obese. I'd be Z-beast. I'd go so far.
Oh, shit. Look at you. You like 10,
alphabet, motherfucker.
10 letters past that shit, yo. I
I
don't even know if that's right.
It's
It's close.
Either.
It's in the right.
Hard.
Yeah, it is hard. Let's do a P Q R S T U V W X Y. Oh, it's one off.
Favorite superhero movie?
Favorite superhero movie of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Flash Gordon.
Is that a superhero movie? I mean, he doesn't have superpowers.
He saved us from Ming the Merciless.
Yeah, but he's not a superhero. He's a science fiction hero.
He's more of a superhero than Batman. Batman's got gadgets.
No, Batman wears a cape. He wears a costume. He goes out at night. He fights supervillains.
Flash
he's a superhero.
has spandex.
No, Flash has a shirt that says Flash.
He also has the ability to attract gay winged men.
So my favorite comic book movie, I would say probably a tie between Iron Man and Spider-Man 2. Both of those movies I thought were really strong. Probably X-Men 2 is up in there.
Should I give a real answer?
Yeah.
Let's see. Best superhero movie of all time.
Of all time.
All time.
All time. All time.
All time.
All
time.
All time.
Dumbo.
Well, he could fly, so I'm going to give that to you.
Yeah. What in the butt?
Right. I think Dumbo's the one that coined that phrase.
Yeah. He stuck a feather in his butt and called it macaroni. Or wait, was that Yankee Doodle?
I think that was Yankee Doodle.
Oh, whatever.
I think that was Yankee Doodle.
Who can tell them apart?
Really,
they're identical twins, basically. See, that was a dumb topic. Now I'm all sad.
All right. Well,
you shit on my fucking hopes and dreams.
Here's another weird one. If Batman dies, who would be his successor? His successor would be Nightwing. Because every time Batman dies, Nightwing takes over.
Now I'm going to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
If Batman died and didn't get replaced, which evildoer would become
the king of
Gotham?
Two-Face.
Really?
Yeah. Two-Face has the organizational skills.
I was going to go with Harley Quinn.
You just have the hots for Harley Quinn.
So what? Why is that a problem?
It's not a problem, but that doesn't give her the power. I mean, the Penguin would be the other argument. Penguin could do it.
What about Riddler? Riddler's smart. Riddler's
smart,
people.
but they're not into the organized crime thing. They're doing it. They're sociopaths. They're insane. Whereas
I just like hearing you go off in way too much detail about comics, you fucking nerd.
But Two-Face,
I can't even tell you what happened in the X-Men comic I'm about to loan to you. I just remember Elektra was in it.
Ooh, Elektra? She back from the dead again?
Yeah, and she might or might not be bad. That's all I remember.
Yeah, she's Elektra. That's the way she is. Somebody said the Penguin would be the one. I don't know. I think Two-Face would beat the Penguin. Penguin's a pussy.
All right. Here's another question for you.
All right.
Of all the characters in X-Men, who have been in X-Men at any point in the time, which one do you imagine in 20 years is going to be fat and too fat to fit in his costume?
Oh, which X-Men would go to pot after?
Which X-Men's just going to let himself go?
That's a really good question.
Or her. I'm going to go with Rogue.
Rogue?
She's going to be so depressed that she can't touch dudes that she's just going to start chomping on that Haagen-Dazs.
That's a pretty good one. Rogue's a pretty good one. Marrow would be a good one, too. The chick that had bones sticking out of her that she could pull out.
That is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
A freak. It'd be sad if Angel got all fat, and he got so fat that he ended up looking like a cherub with little baby wings.
That would not be sad. That would be hilarious.
That would be awesome.
That would be its own comic series.
I hope that happens.
And then you'd have this whole 7-page montage of him trying to get back in shape.
Mm-hmm. And for the reunion.
Yeah.
And then it turns out the Blob got gastro bypass surgery. He's looking great. Everybody's like, Angel used to be so hot.
People are getting into this one. We have lots of ideas.
Okay, well, Wolverine wouldn't because, I'm sorry, he's got a healing factor. He can't get fat.
Someone said Rogue. They agree with me.
Rogue. I think Rogue.
I don't see Magneto getting fat.
Magneto is like 60 years old, and he has the body of a 20-year-old.
I'm pretty sure he's got AIDS.
You do not. Well, yeah, but you do not get that in shape.
And then just let yourself go.
Nah, what? No. He's gonna be 80 and
he's
get
like
fat.
Jack LaLanne or whatever.
Yeah, he's like Jack LaLanne. He's gonna die in shape.
Colossus.
Colossus, I could see. Colossus, I could see like his sister dying and him just getting crazy fat.
Yeah.
And then when he turns into metal, he's got a keg.
It'd be like a big metal blob.
Mm-hmm. It'd be funny. I'd like it. I'd watch it.
That said, I'd like to see the blob lose a couple pounds, but whatever.
Yeah, for his health.
Cyclops, I can also see getting into some depression about maybe
Jean Grey break up with him,
lighting the entire world on fire or something like that. Yeah, accidentally, because shit happens. Yeah, I get it.
Well, it's probably around the time that all TV and movies become 3D, and he just can't do it. He can't take off his stupid glasses.
You can't put them on top. They don't fit right.
It doesn't fit right. You can't put them under. You just burn them.
But then again, you're Cyclops. Don't you have enough money to just buy custom 3D goggles for your visor?
How does he get money? I've never seen them get a paycheck, but they always have money.
Xavier's fucking loaded from that.
Does he just hand them money?
Well, no, a lot of people don't know this. Xavier is in the wheelchair because of a San Francisco Muni accident.
Oh, a public transit accident.
And he got a huge payout.
That's like winning the lottery. No wonder he has a superhero team.
He's like,
I'd have a superhero team.
I got $10 billion from San Francisco. What am I going to do with all this money?
Man, this just goes to prove my point that we need to get hit by a bus.
I've tried to throw you in front of buses multiple times.
I know.
You keep coming back on the sidewalk.
I know. Instinctually, I roll. I'm sorry.
Instinctually. It's just because you're fat.
Well, that too.
And you just roll.
That too.
See, I thought about Beast.
I thought about the Beast. Beast has had issues with his weight.
Yeah, but it's like he's the Beast. At a certain point, you start climbing on shit, and you just lose the weight naturally.
It's the same as like a cat. You know, you can have a fat cat, but you have to be doing something wrong to your cat to get a really obese cat.
Fat cat. Yeah,
like it has a house that it can't move enough in usually, or it has a thyroid disorder.
And I like this Geo guy. He said Emma Frost because no one likes her anyway. Fair enough. We weren't asking which character you'd like to see fat.
Well, no,
but I'll take it.
But no, he's not saying she's going to gain weight because nobody likes her. He's saying because nobody likes her, she's going to get depressed and start eating.
Oh, that's fair.
And think I would guess she's already fat. She just makes people think she's thin.
Wouldn't it be trippy if Mystique was fat?
You never know.
What does she actually look like? She could be a fucking 300-pound midget for all you know.
It's the truth. I mean, is that blue form even her? I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Why am I the penguin?
We're already at an hour. We gotta start wrapping this up.
Okay, last topic. Someone throw something out there. We'll talk about it.
Somebody throw out a last topic and we'll talk about it.
Don't forget to email us. What's the email?
Podcast@wackygamer.com.
Oh my god, that was like the first time you did it.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was a guess.
And then
I had to be honest.
Facebook.wackygamer.com for the Nerd War suggestions, and you got to get them in by Friday because that's when we're doing the next 8.
Yes.
And our votes for the first 8 are going to be locked on Friday as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I doubt anything's going to change too much.
If you are dying to see Luigi in there, if you're dying to see like how's Pac-Man going to work in this mix, you got to put those suggestions right now, all right? Because it's your last shot.
Okay, here's a good one. Mr. Weber said, worst catchphrase.
Sweet Christmas by Luke Cage. Sweet Christmas.
Really?
Yes.
I was going to go with it's better than Whitney Houston's funeral.
And whose catch is that? Your new
catch?
I've
been trying to get that.
He was asking.
Okay, worst catchphrase then.
Worst
and this bugged me all the time. Is playing the X-Men arcade game and hearing the Blob go, "Nothing beats the Blob."
Yeah, nothing can stop the Blob. That's a pretty. Well, you know what?
Plus, if I remember right, that's like the first boss or the second boss. It's the early boss.
Yeah, first or second.
And
I think first.
That thing used to. Oh, goddamn.
You know who has fucking awful?
You hear that in the arcade across. Oh.
It would drive me nuts. You know who has awful catchphrases?
What? Who?
Wolverine. I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do isn't pretty. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub's a pretty annoying one.
That other one, I'm the best at what I do. He says that. You know.
That's fine. I'm okay with
talking to the old knucklehead. Knucklehead? Really? Okay, he's got some bad ones. He's got some bad
but
ones.
I do hate Hey Bub.
Enough
Even
said.
though it's like iconic signature Wolverine.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I kind of like Hey Bub. I like Hey Bub and Enough Said.
I kind of want him to just give me a fucking beer before I slice your head off.
That
like,
sounds
that should
more
be
like
a good
what Wolverine would
catchphrase.
say.
Yeah. Not Hey Bub. It's kind of like too nice. And
yeah,
Wolverine's
like,
a little more gritty. Like, hey, Bub.
Well, he's Canadian. So
that's true. That's
he's
really rude
He's
Canadian.
a badass. That's about as rude as you can get in Canada.
That's
hey,
true.
bub. Slow down.
Slow down
buddy.
there, hoser. Don't make me call them Mounties. Oh, have you been watching
guy.
Archer?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I don't have
there was
FX.
a good Canadian episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I will have to
with
watch it.
2 packs of Canadian Mounties. One of them may or may not have been real. So, I don't want to ruin it for you.
Well, don't ruin it.
It's a delicious episode. All right, so we're going to get out of here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends. Go watch our videos for the 17th time. You gotta believe is an awesome catchphrase. So we're going to end that on, you gotta believe.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.